everyone, this is Rachel and welcome to another scrapbooking process video. If you hang out until after the video is through, there are always detailed shots of my current layout. Let's get going! Hey everyone, so today I have for you a 2-page layout and a very big apology. I, very recently, my tripod was knocked off my table by Xanthi, my cat, and I put it back, and I did not put it back correctly, so I am completely off. You're going to lose a whole portion of the bottom and a whole portion of the left-hand side. So I really do apologize. I can't do anything about it obviously now. You will see a full photo of everything at the complete end, so stick all the way to the end and you will see the complete layout tip to tip. So what I have here is some Paige Evans, a page kit I put together, and this is, yeah, I'll be totally honest, I have no idea what line it is. It could be turn the page, it could be pick me up, not sure at all. So I have the 6x6 paper pad for this particular line, and I had an idea, well, what if I did the 6x6 paper pad little corners at the top, and I love the way it turns out. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 photos. This is actually, I am not in any of these photos, and this is not something I did. This was Easter at my housemate's family, who her son I refer to as my nephew, and so she and he and a bunch of their family went for a very picturesque walk after Easter lunch, and so I wanted to make sure to tell that story for them, so I am doing that with this double page layout. So I went ahead and ran a piece of ATG along the top, and then I just, as I said, corner to corner, trimmed that 6x6 paper pieces for the top in kind of what looks almost like a handkerchief hem on a dress. That's what it looks like to me. And then I have that little piece left over from that green piece, and I'm just going to go ahead and continue that onto the left-handed side of the layout. And now I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, which is run the ATG down and then continue on with the corners of the 6x6. I'm just trying to vary the pattern sizes and the pattern colors, and so it does not, everything doesn't start to look the same, because I was looking for not oh sugar, the multicolored. I wanted it to be very colorful. I didn't want it to be homogeneous. So I decided to do that along the top, and then along the bottom, I don't know if you saw in the beginning, what I did was I had the 6x6 version of, in every Paige Evans line, there's one piece of paper that has all the patterns in either squares or circles or other shapes. And in this particular one, it was squares. So I basically just trimmed them all out by row, and I'm going to run those along the bottom of my layout. So it brings something very similar to what I did at the top, but I didn't want to do the same thing at the bottom, because in my head all I could think of, well, it's just going to look like stalactites and stalagmites. And so I thought, oh, when I found that multicolor paper squares, I was like, oh, that will work well. I do decide to go ahead and map that one photo of, I think that's all of them minus obviously the person who took the photo, and so I decided to mat that photo, but I'm not going to mat any of the others. It's a couple of the people who were there, and then also, so I guess this is a park near where they were having brunch, which is that. All right, I'm gonna go with this. So it's my housemate's mother's boyfriend's house is where they were having lunch, and then they went on a walk. They went on a walk near his house in a park. Okay, words. Alrighty, folks. All right, so I'm going ahead and I'm gluing down all of those pieces down at the bottom, and then I'm getting the rest of my photos, or I'm starting to get my photos glued down. You can see Xanthi's shadow at the top there if you're watching pretty closely. She has been supervising this particular layout. She's feeling pretty smug with herself for knocking my tripod off. She thought that was hilarious. That particular photo that I'm placing right now, my housemates said it was really fun because they were the only ones who would climb up. I guess that's actually a pretty big rock, and the three of them were the ones who were willing to climb up it to have the photo taken. I have a little bit of a cold right now, so if I sound a little rough, I do apologize. Unfortunately, once again, nothing I can do about it now. So I have all my paper and all my photos down. So it is time to embellish. I have the Good Life puffy stickers, and that's from one of the Paige Evans lines. Those chipboard flag pieces, those are from Freckled Fawn, and everything else is from different Paige Evans lines. So, some of it may be from one line, some of it might be from another. I'm not 100% sure. I've got that tag die cut and the Feel Beautiful Today die cut layered over with another piece of the Freckled Fawn chipboard. That beautiful piece on the left-hand side, that was from the 6x6 cut apart. And then the pieces of chipboard obviously are from a chipboard line. These white puffy thickers I'm going to use to spell out the words "An Easter Walk" because that's exactly what it was. And I do apologize, you don't see it right now. I will move things in just a little bit so you will get to look at it some more. But that piece right here with the flag with the black and white stripes, and that was Xanthi. Isn't she awesome? That's actually going to go right under the word and just along where it says Easter Walk, because I did manage to do that just not correctly, and she actually knocked over my glue and my inks, and she's super fun. I love her so much. So I love the way that ended up looking over there. And then here I am layering the things back, and I'm going to add this frame up where the Good Life is. I'm going to run it off the page. I'm considering other places to put it, but I do decide in the end to do it up at the top there. And then I'm going to put the Good Life words in there. I'm just not going to have it in the exact way it is right now. So I have these really old pink paisley, i.e. with their old brand. I have these little label pieces and I only had a couple left. So rather than use them for journaling, because there really isn't a lot of room on there, I decided just to layer them under the chipboard pieces. I also have another embellishment cluster going on in the lower right hand side with that Wonderful Day chipboard piece, and then there's another label piece down there as well. And unfortunately, as I said, I am off the page and I do apologize. So now I'm just trimming that frame off and I'm going to add it over onto the left hand side of that tag. Once again, you can't see it, you will see it in the photo at the end. So I go ahead and get another one of those Freckled Fawn pieces down, and now I'm going to lay down the puffy words, the Good Life. I'm just trying to make sure they all fit in there. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where I couldn't help but make that little gap where it's like trap space between the word the and life, and I'm going to fix that by adding a plethora of enamel dots. So I add some in the frame, I add some down by the bottom cluster, I add some by the title, and then down by the tag. And then I think, oh, there really aren't that many enamel dots left on this package, so let's just go ahead and add all the enamel dots. So that is what I do, and that is what is going to finish up this layout. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. I will be putting some journaling over on the tag, but I need to get just some specific information from my best friend before I do that. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. If you stay to the end, we have photos coming up right now. Thank you guys once more and have a wonderful day. Bye.